So you're thinking about finding a home in a golf community in Austin, Texas, but just don't know which one to choose? Well, never fear. We're here to take you through all the golf communities in Austin, Texas, and today we're covering the Onion Creek Country Club. It's on the southeast side of town. We're going to show you the schools, the shopping, the parks, and the creek itself. So stick around. You don't want to miss this Onion Creek tour. Hey, if you're new to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Austin, Texas, then subscribe below and tap the bell so you get notified when there's new information about the Austin real estate market. Hey, I'm Nicole Cooper, and my team and I get calls from people just like you needing help finding a new home in Austin, Texas, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you make a smooth transition to your next home. Let's get started on Onion Creek right now. We're gonna dive into the map. Here we go. All right, so let's get our bearings. First off, here's Onion Creek down here on this southeast corner of town, and this is downtown Austin right here. We're about 10 miles south of town, and then right over here we have the International Airport. So it's a real easy shot out of the back of the neighborhood to get to the airport. You don't even have to go through town. The Onion Creek community on the southeast corner of town is just tucked inside the Interstate I-35. This is our north and south interstate, and it goes basically from Mexico to Canada. This area outlined in this red dashed line, that is the Onion Creek community itself. Onion Creek, the actual creek, is this blue that's running through here too. It's a tributary of the Colorado River, and that's kind of why back in the 70s the neighborhood was created. Jimmy Demerit bought 750 acres of farmland at the time and then created this residential area that centers around the 18-hole golf course. It does have the creek running through it, and that was the desire back then because it's very pretty. But you do have to be careful in Onion Creek because where there is a creek, there can be flooded. We'll get talking about that in a little while. In the center of Onion Creek is the 18-hole golf course. This is one of the beautiful holes where you tee off at an elevated distance up here, and then down here to the right of the green, you have the creek running through it. So the actual water is an integral part of the golf course, all running through it, and makes for some interesting holes out there. As far as the prices go for homes, it's one of the best values in town. At only $630,000 on average close price, you can get in this neighborhood in the 500,000s, and there's not many golf communities left where you can get in 500,000 or less. So this is a really good bargain at the moment. The membership is only $15,000 compared to like Barton Creek of $175,000. So it is probably one of the little pocket neighborhoods and one of the last ones. It's been there for a long time, but the actual membership hasn't just grown super fast to make the pricing go up. And part of the reason of that historically has been the schools. So this community kind of started out as a retirement community, if you will, and as Austin has it, and it was out of Austin, it was, definitely not considered part of Austin, but now as Austin has grown, it's right at the corner of Austin. So more people are moving there, more families are moving there, and the schools are kind of following behind. So the demographics of the club are changing. It is no longer a retirement community at all. It is simply a wonderful suburb of Southeast Austin. We go into a little bit showing you where we are here in the map. Here's the actual clubhouse right here. All right, the nearest shopping is just across the interstate here, over here at what is called South Park Meadows. They have a movie cinema, they have a Sam's Big Club, they have Best Buy, Hobby Lobby, multiple restaurants in there. All right, Onion Creek here is outlined in this red dashed line. It follows around the Onion Creek itself. So the creek that runs through it, the Onion Creek, is a tributary of the Colorado River, and the community, Onion Creek, the whole neighborhood is called Onion Creek, as well as the golf course, the Onion Creek Golf Club. So within this community, in general, or on average I should say, homes sell for $630,000. That's about $225 a square foot. So as far as golf communities go in Austin, this is pretty good value. You're not going to find too many golf communities where you can get in the 500,000s, and you still can at Onion Creek at this moment. It's going to be a little bit smaller of a home, but you can still get in the community in the 500,000s. Now currently, the average size of a home in Onion Creek is 2,700 square feet, and they're on average of about 1/4 of an acre lot. The community started back in the 70s, and it started around the golf club. The developer bought like 750 acres of farmland back in the 70s and decided to build a community out there, and the golf course would be the center of the community, and that is how Onion Creek was born. All right, about the shopping, how do we get our groceries? Well, it's pretty convenient for a golf community, that's for sure. Here's our center of Onion Creek here, and you can just pop out onto I-35 and go up to the H-E-B right here. It's only a few miles away, like 4 miles away, or you can avoid the traffic and go the back way to get to the H-E-B. This H-E-B here is a brand new H-E-B. It has the restaurant inside it. That's what I was trying to get to. It has like barbecue restaurant inside it, and it's a very, very large new store, so easy to get everything you need. In addition to that, in the same area, this is called the South Park Meadows area, this whole shopping center. It has just about everything you need in there. You've got your Starbucks, you've got your Walmart, you've got Target, you have the cinema there, you have Sam's, Hobby Lobby, and then you have a lot of restaurants in there. Texas Roadhouse, which is a steak restaurant. You have Longhorn Steakhouse. You have Gabriella's, which is great Mexican food. You have some Indian cuisine. They have a really good Thai restaurant in there. So once you get out across the interstate here, there is basically unlimited shopping there. And as you can see, this green right over here, this Metropolitan Park, and the Metropolitan Park here. Let me get my red pen out for you. So this Mary Seawright Park and this over here, the Onion Creek Metropolitan Park, those are both great places to go hiking, go for long walks. They have little picnic areas, of course. They have trails throughout. They have for the kids, the playgrounds and things like that. So you're kind of situated right in between those two big parks. And then just a little bit further over here, here's Onion Creek down in the bottom left corner here, and this is McKinney Falls State Park. McKinney Falls State Park is absolutely amazing, especially when there's water. You know, in Texas we get pretty dry in the summer, but when this place has water, it is absolutely gorgeous. You can go swimming, you can take your dogs hiking down there. That one didn't work. There we go. You can see how these big rock formations just jut out and make for really cool hiking. This one, you walk under the rocks here on this trail. It's a really neat place, and a lot of people use it all year round. It's open all year round. And I do believe they have some little grounds where you can actually camp overnight as well. So back to Onion Creek. This is your grocery store and your shopping here, as well as your cinema. Now we're going to go inside the neighborhood of Onion Creek. All right, I've zoomed in on the neighborhood itself, and I'm going to switch over to satellite view so you can kind of get an image of the golf course here. So this is where the country club is, right here. And you have some golf course holes that run along the creek down here, and the creek runs through the center of the whole golf course. Again, that's why it was originally built, to go around it. And then you've got some new holes back here. So the golf course is actually 27 holes, so you can mix and match it over time, and you don't get tired of playing the same 18 holes. You have some new challenges all the time. Now, one thing to be really careful of when you are looking for a home in this neighborhood is floodplain. The homes down here on Pinehurst Drive, down here by the creek, they are in the floodplain, mostly. Not all of them, but most of them. And they, some people just live there and ignore it, and it's no big deal. But in the 2013 Halloween flood, it was pretty serious. People had to be taken out by boat. People were on their roofs and things like that. So when you're going to buy in this neighborhood, you do your due diligence. Not all of it is in the floodplain, just some of it. All right, just to give you a quick idea, here is the floodplain map of all of Onion Creek. Here is the I-35 North and South Road, and this is, let's see, Pinehurst Drive. So the country club would be right about here. Golf courses down here. There are some homes down here in the floodplain, and then towards the back of the neighborhood, some of those homes are in the floodplain as well. Again, you just have to do your due diligence on the front end and don't get one that's in the 100-year floodplain, because it's not worth it over time. All right, the schools that Onion Creek flows into. First of all, for the elementary school, we have Blazier Elementary School, and that one is a dual language. They have the dual language program, English and Spanish. Their rating here per TexasSchools.gov is a 94 out of 100 overall. They have a total enrollment of 1,010 students, and they average about 14 students per teacher. All right, Onion Creek feeds into the Paredes Middle School. It's about 5 miles away, and they also have the dual language program. They aren't rated here, their overall rating, but we can get the stats of the school. They have the total enrollment about 752 students, just over 13 students per teacher. And then the high school, Aikens, is just across I-35, just a couple of miles away. And the grades for that one, they have an 87 out of 100. Their total enrollment is 2,637 students, and it's about 16.2 students per teacher. So you can get an idea of this elementary, middle, and high school and how that flows, or how the properties in Onion Creek. Aikens has a really nice STEM curriculum there. They have Arts and Humanities Academy, Academy of Business Leadership and Legal Enterprises, and that's the high school that Onion Creek feeds into. All right, here we are back at the Onion Creek Club itself, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of a beautiful picture here at one of the holes on the back nine. You tee off up high up here, and you hopefully land it down here in this nice area, and the creek runs it's down here at the bottom right corner of the picture, and it runs all the way alongside the right there on the fairway. So that's just one example of that. The actual club was built in 1974-75, and it was built by, the architect was Jimmy DeMeritt, and he collaborated with Bruce Devlin. And then in the 80s, the Legends of Golf tournament was held there, and it was really fun as a kid to go, and I even got a few autographs there when my parents took me to see all the wonderful players that just are the actual legends of golf. Yeah, the actual legends of golf. I got Arnold Palmer's signature, or his autograph. It was super cool as a kid. You had Chichi Rodriguez. I mean, it was just absolutely fun, and that's kind of where Onion Creek got noticed as being one of the major players for country clubs in Austin, Texas. Currently, the club is running at $15,000 for initiation fee, and I think the dues are around $700 a month. And it is November of 23, and they're currently running a special. So if you wanted to get in, you don't only have to pay the social membership, which is a really discounted rate, until spring. So you might want to contact Onion Creek Country Club right away if you want to take advantage of that opportunity. And they also do allow payment options where you don't have to pay all the $15,000 up front, and they don't charge you any interest. So you can kind of have an extended payment plan, I think over like 18 months. So it's definitely a bargain. Once you get down to Onion Creek, it is absolutely gorgeous. There's animals everywhere. There's turkey, foxes, of course there's deer. So it's really, really pretty once you get down there. If you don't have to commute to downtown Austin, I think it's one of the best values for a golf community in the whole Travis County. So Onion Creek, the southeast corner of town, it's an established neighborhood. It has great amenities. The creek that runs through it is absolutely gorgeous. You have to be careful on the purchase end, make sure you know where your home is in relation to the floodplain. The traffic can be a little bit confusing getting into town, or when I say confusing, I mean lots of traffic, but it's an absolute wonderful little bubble of nature and golf and friendliness and camaraderie and community. So if Onion Creek resonates with you and you'd like to see something in person, let us know. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find the home that fits your lifestyle. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.